is Mrs. Weingartner's class. Mrs. Higgins' class.
Good evening, fourth graders. Good evening, fifth graders. And welcome parents, family, and friends to the fourth and fifth grade band and recorder concert. I'm very excited to be here this evening. And I'd like to just remind you, if you have any noise-making machines, cell phone, anything like that, please take a minute to silence that at this time. And how about a big round of applause for our fourth graders getting on stage? You know, I chuckled to myself when Mrs. Velocic had said, okay, fourth grade, let's head up to the stage just like we practice, because it is May, and usually the things we practice in May don't tend to carry over, so I could see about 3 or 4 of these stands being knocked over as they went running up, and they did a fantastic job, so congratulations, fourth grade, job well done. So that's it. Thanks for coming this evening. No, I'm just kidding. Once again, welcome to this evening's assembly. We're all in for a real big treat. We're going to begin with the fourth graders, transition into our fifth grade band. So with that, I'll turn it over to the real stars of the show, our students and Mrs. Velocic.
Welcome to our concert. Thank you for being here, taking time out of your very busy schedules. I know that May is basically just a nightmare for everyone. Because there's so much going on at the end of the year. So I thank you for supporting your children's music education. The first song that fourth grade is going to share with you is called Bag 101. And you might think to yourself, why is it called Bag? It's because the first 3 notes that we learn on recorder are B, A, and G. So this is Bag 101. Thank you. So the next song that fourth grade is going to do will not only showcase their recorder playing abilities, but also their singing abilities. And I'm just going to go through it real quick and remind them. Herman, Gilbert, Kaufman, Wilson, Higgins, you are group 1. Weingartner, Winslow, Enderlin, Shaner, Hernyson, you are group 2. Okay, so we're going to perform this next song called The Grand Old Duke of York in several different ways. The first way, they will sing it and maybe add in a few motions, carefully. Second, they will all play it on their recorders. Third, they will split and half of them will sing and half of them will play. Fourth, The other half will sing, the other half will play, and then finally they'll all end with playing together. So this is called the Grand Old Duke of York. It's always a challenge to get 140 children to listen the whole way across the stage to each other. You could probably hear a little disconnect, and that's okay, and that's something that I kind of told them. It's going to sound even, more different when you've got a bunch of parents in here too. It's amazing how the sound can change so significantly, but I thought you guys did really good getting back together. Now, 4th grade, this is the part where you're going to sit on your step really carefully. Let's see who does that. Thank you. I just wanted to take a moment and kind of explain a little bit about recorder karate. You might have heard your child talking about it. Recorder karate is an optional thing that I give the students the opportunity to do. I give them songs that they can learn, and then if they choose to play them as a solo, they earn a belt. And so go ahead and hold up your recorders if you've got belts on them. You can see the little pieces of string hanging off of them. So those are recorder karate belts. It's amazing what children will do for a piece of yarn. Go ahead and put that down. And maybe some adults. I want to recognize the students who have been choosing to play these solos. So again, I won't force a kid to play a solo. My husband, this is just a quick story, my husband hated his elementary music teacher because she used to make them sing by themselves, and that's not his personality at all. So isn't it funny that he married a music teacher? But I will not do that because I don't want to make anyone, feel completely like just not want to be there. But these students have willingly chosen to do this. So students, if you have chosen to earn your white belt, at least your white belt, please stand up to be recognized. And we're gonna hold applause because this will take a little while. Thank you. Please remain standing if you also earned your yellow belt, orange belt. You've also earned your green belt, your purple belt, your blue belt, your red belt, your brown belt, and your black belt. He's gonna get his black belt. Let's recognize our black belts. Most importantly, I want all of my fourth grade students to stand and be recognized. It takes a lot of bravery to get up in front of all these people and perform. Just put in my applause. Thank you. So we just wanted to share a few of the recorder karate songs with you as a big group. The very first one is the white belt song, and it is called Hot Cross Buns. The next recorder karate song that fourth grade is going to share with you is the yellow belt song. It is called Gently Sleep. And the fourth graders were like, you should tell a joke and say, hope you don't fall asleep. All right, and students, if you just want to flip that over. The third recorder karate song that we'll share with you is the orange belt song, and it is called Merrily We Roll Along. Thank you. So at this point, we're going to do a little bit of a scene change for a couple of classes. So Mrs. Herman and Mrs. Gilbert's class, you're going to carefully make your way down, just like we practiced the other day. Because you might have noticed we have some other instruments set up here. And Mrs. Herman and Mrs. Gilbert's class are going to be accompanying the rest of fourth grade on some additional instruments for our final piece called First Suite. And this suite, it's a set of small songs, has 3 little mini songs. The first is called Walking Song. Second is called Rainy Day, which is not appropriate for day, but for today, but like all the other days in the past week. And then finally, the March is the 3rd. I need to give the audience a compliment. So a lot of people, and it's okay, like, it's fine. A lot of people don't know that they're not supposed to clap in between movements of a piece like that, and you guys didn't clap in between, and I was like, oh man, this is an educated audience, I love it. Okay, so thank you. So now, we are going to very carefully be getting off the stage. I'm going to be giving instructions, but I need to give parents instructions first. So 4th grade, hold tight. So parents, once 4th grade gets seated over here, we ask that you stay for the remainder of the concert. The 5th graders have worked really hard on theirs, and I know the 4th graders are looking forward to seeing them. However, I do know that many of you have ball games that you need to get to. So if you're one of those folks, you're going to come meet your child over at this section of the auditorium. They're not going to come find you. But again, we encourage you to stay if you are able. All right, so now, black stands. Push them down, flip them over. Okay, now, wire stands. Remember, you're just holding them tight. Okay? All right, Mrs. Herman's class. You're going to make your way over here. You're over your middle class there. You're across your wire stand up there. Mrs. Gilbert's class. Mrs. Kaufman's class. Mrs. Wilson's class.
get me on tape? You didn't get me?
Get you, fam.
Yeah, okay.
What's
Big
that?
movie star.
Wings love.
All right, bro.
This is Enderlin's class. Mr. Shaner and Mrs. Reynolds.